Welcome to News York Times.
Please subscribe for more recent breaking news updates.
Presidential pardons. Remember Louis Scooter Libby, who served as an advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney? From 2001 to 2005, Libby held the offices of Assistant to the Vice President for National Security Affairs and Chief of Staff to the Vice President of the United States and Assistant to the President during the administration of President George W. Bush. In October 2005, Libby resigned from all three government positions after he was indicted on 5 counts by a federal grand jury concerning the investigation of the leak of the covert identity of Central Intelligence Agency officer Valerie Plame Wilson. He was subsequently convicted of 4 counts, 1 count of obstruction of justice, 2 counts of perjury, and 1 count of making false statements, making him the highest-ranking White House official convicted in a government scandal since John Poindexter, the national security advisor to President Ronald Reagan in the Iran-Contra affair. After a failed appeal, President Bush commuted Libby's sentence of 30 months in federal prison, leaving the other parts of his sentence intact. President Donald Trump fully pardoned Libby on April 13, 2018. Remember Joe Arpaio, who made a name as America's toughest sheriff? He was the 36th sheriff of Maricopa County, Arizona for 24 years, from 1993 to 2017. Arpaio has been accused of various types of police misconduct, including abuse of power, misuse of funds, failure to investigate sex crimes, improper clearance of cases, unlawful enforcement of immigration laws, and election law violations. A federal court monitor was appointed to oversee his office's operations because of complaints of racial profiling. The U.S. Department of Justice concluded that Arpaio oversaw the worst pattern of racial profiling in U.S. history, and subsequently filed suit against him for unlawful discriminatory police conduct. Arpaio's office paid more than $146 million in fees, settlements, and court awards. Over the course of his career, Arpaio was the subject of several federal civil rights lawsuits. In one case, he was a defendant in a decade-long suit in which a federal court issued an injunction barring him from conducting further immigration roundups. A federal court subsequently found that after the order was issued, Arpaio's office continued to detain persons for further investigation without reasonable suspicion that a crime has been or is being committed. In July 2017, he was convicted of criminal contempt of court, a crime for which he was pardoned by President Donald Trump on August 25, 2017. The latest white-collar convicted criminal to get the presidential pardon is Dinesh D'Souza. Born in Bombay, D'Souza came to the United States as an exchange student and graduated from Dartmouth College. He became a naturalized citizen in 1991. He made a notoriety of being a hate provocateur since his Dartmouth College days. His neoconservative views made him a darling among the right-wing Christians within the Republican Party. In August 2010, D'Souza was named president of the King's College, a small, Christian liberal arts college in Manhattan. On October 18, 2012, he resigned his post at the King's College following a press report that he had shared a hotel room at a Christian conference with a woman whom he introduced as his fiancée, despite still being married to his wife of 20 years. On May 20, 2014, D'Souza pleaded guilty in federal court to one charge of using a straw donor to make an illegal campaign contribution to a 2012 United States Senate campaign, a felony. On September 23, he was sentenced to 8 months in a halfway house near his home in San Diego, 5 years of probation, and a $30,000 fine. On May 31, 2018, D'Souza was issued a full pardon by President Donald Trump. By pardoning 3 high-profile neocons, is Trump sending a message to his former aides or accomplices with the Russiagate? Anthony Zurcher tries to provide the answer. He says, the president could be sending a message to his people that he views that they, like Libby, Arpaio and D'Souza, are the targets of out-of-control federal prosecutors. Perhaps he is offering a very visible display of his willingness to use his sweeping authority to remedy what he perceives not just as wrongs in the past, but also those that may come. At the very least, with his actions and Thursday's comments that he is entertaining pardons for former Democratic Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, abuse of power, and home decor guru Martha Stewart, obstruction of justice and lying to investigators, the president is demonstrating that he is willing to exercise a much freer.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more top breaking news updates. Thank you.